So right here, let's say the concept of config maps, right, as an object, and also secret as another object, right? So let's break this into two. Let's understand config map. Config map is used to store non-sensitive configuration files, right? So for instance, if we have multiple deployments, let's say deployment 1, deployment 2, right? They can actually share a single config map, right? Because why? Config map contains non-sensitive, like let's say like application settings, like we mentioned, external configuration files, like a database connection without the password, right? Without password, just that. So that's what config map just does, right? Non-sensitive configuration files, right? That application or deployment or whatever you have might need, right? But secrets, on the other hand, stores sensitive data, right? Something like maybe passwords, API key, tokens, things that are very sensitive that you want to hide from people. You don't want them to see it. So let's see this in action, right? So if I go to I say kubectl get all, I still have my deployment. So what I can do right here is I can say kubectl, okay, let me just navigate to that folder first, documents, and I'm going to say new folder, and I'm going to go to Kubernetes tutorial, and I'm going to say cd 0. Okay, let's see what is inside first. ls. Okay, let's go to cd 0 to tutorial. I'm say ls, and I'm going to do what I'm going to say kubectl delete -f, and I'm going to say deployment. So I want to delete everything, and great, our deployments are deleted. So if I say kubectl get all, we should have everywhere should be clean, right? So now let's go and see config maps and secrets in action, right? So inside this same place, I'm just going to create another folder, and I'm going to name it config maps and secrets. But once I do that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my app deployment. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to create deployment, service, and everything inside. So I'm going to separate them so we are able to understand. So first, let me do this. And I'm going to say, under displays, I'm going to say 0, 0. I'm going to say deployment, right? .yml, just follow me, and I'm going to copy and paste this, right? And I want the service to be somewhere else, but you already know that our service, once it sees the label and it matches the selector, right? Wherever it is, it's going to match, it's going to attach itself to the deployment. So I'm going to say 01, say service .yml. I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to save it. It is great. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a config map. And I'm going to say 02, say config map .yml. And now we are going to write our config map. Right. So let's begin. and we're going to say API version, and it's going to be v1, and we are going to say the kind is going to be what? Config map, right? And I'm going to say metadata, which will contain the information of the config map. But to say the name of it is what? My app config. And no, my app config. That's what I want to name it. My app config. Right. And afterwards, I'm going to come down and I'm going to say data, which I'm going to pass into it. I'm going to pass my Mongo URI, and my Mongo URI is what? Let me come to deployment. This is my Mongo URI. Keep in mind, in real life scenario, when you have a MongoDB string, you have username and password with it. Because we are using this on the local, that's why you have this. So this won't be considered a secret in real life scenario. This will consider a config map, right? But the secrets, like the username and password, you have to have like Mongo username, Mongo password. Those will have to be secret, right? So let's just do it this way. And I'm going to put this here. And here we have our config map. So this is a configuration data, right? And config map and secret are they are similar, but the only thing is that secret, we have to encode it, and mostly we use base64, and you see how we do that. So now we have config map. Let's create secret. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say 03 secret .yml, and we're going to say API version, and they are very similar. It's going to be v1, and we are going to say kind is going to be what? Secret. I would say metadata. No, kind is secret. Secret, right? No, secret. Why? Secret. That's it. I don't want any other one. No. Secret. I'm going to press enter. I'm going to say metadata. I'm going to say name is my app secret. And once I do this, I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to say data. And this time around, I'm going to pass my JWT token. So in real life scenario, your JWT token will be a secret. This one right here, right? It will be a secret. So I'm going to say data is, where is it? Let's say JWT. And don't forget, we didn't write this secret. And this one is supposed to have this here, right? JWT underscore secret, great. And we need to have this, where is it? Deployment. And we have to have your super secret key. That's what will be there. But we have to do something. Let me go to Google. Let me see if I can use. Okay, so I'm going to go here and say base64 encode and super secret key. And I'm going to say encode. Great, and we've encoded, and now it is this. Right, this is what it gave us for the secret. Let's see. Okay, this is it right here. This is it. Then copy it and come to our VS Code and come to secrets, and we are going to paste it right here, right? So this is base64 encoded, and mostly this is how you store your secret so that people don't know about it. But as time goes on, we are going to see a more secure way of storing your environment variables. So now that we have our configuration, data here, and we have our JWT secret environment. What's next now is to pass it in our deployment, right? So once we pass it, it's actually very simple. We just need to change few things, and that's it, right? And the few things that we need to change is this name is Mongo, and now instead of value, it will be value from, and we are going to say right here, we are going to say config map key ref. And what we're going to give, we're going to say, right here, we're going to say name is what? Let's go here and check our name, my app config, and it shouldn't be capital. So my app config, I'm going to copy this, that's it. So this, if anybody wants, if another deployment wants to use this, if you create another deployment, they can always get the value from this, and once they pass this name, and then they will pass the key. So you can see that many deployments can share it, right? And Mongo URI, this is it. Once they have this is the environment name we are getting value from, the config map key ref, which is the name, my app config, and this right here. And the same goes for this, right? And we're going to say value from, and we're going to come here and we're going to say secret key ref. Secret, say from here, I'm going to say secret key ref, right? Key ref, and this should be small letter, not capital. Please be careful of this. And we are going to say, come here, and we are going to say name is what? My app secret. That's what we named it. And key equals JWT secret. I'm sure that's what we named it. So let's check, let's confirm everything we have done. So these are the only places we changed. We said this is value from, right? And we said this is config map key ref, said this is name, my app config, which is it here, my app config, right? And this is our key, Mongo URI. Mongo URI, and JWT secret, a daily value from, and this is secret key ref, getting it from secret here, right? And the name is my app secret, and and the name is my app secret, and the key is JWT secret, right? That's all we need to do for config maps. So if you have more secrets, let's say in your application, you can always add them. You just add another one, come here, add another one, like maybe API underscore key. You add another one, then you add the same thing goes for the config map as well, right? This non-sensitive data, this one sensitive data, right? So with that being said, let's test whatever we've done. Kind secret, PI version config map, right? So let's test it. And if we have done it, well, this is the moment of truth. We'll say kubectl first. Let's say ls, and we are going to say kubectl apply -f config maps secret. But before we do that, sometimes VS Code might be playing tricks on us. And close this, and I'm going to open them again one more time, and it's saved. It might not happen in your own side, but sometimes it will not save. So I'm just going to say this, and everything has been created, and you have it. kubectl created deployment service, my app config, secret. So if I say kubectl get all, should be able to see all our stuff. And right here we have our pod is running. The two pods are running, which are the two replicas. The service is running. This is the name. We have a replica set. Let's say kubectl get config map. And we have our config map. We have one here, I have config. And let's get our secret as well. And we have our secret, which is great. So now, if we want to actually check if our application is running, we already know what we do. Say Minikube. Now I'm going to say, what's my hub service? That's the name of the hub. And I'll say, okay, Minikube service, my hub service. Now I say -- URL. And this will actually give us a URL. And this time it's 65212. You already know what this will do. We already know that if we go here and use our Postman, we are going to be able to register. So this right here is the end of Configmaps. So in short, this is how Configmaps and secret work. Yeah, thank you.